Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force here today on a Monday afternoon. We do have the official start of the 7th anniversary event. We're going to do a little bit of some rounds here on the game to check out what is available. Also, there's a little bit of data mines that came in today, and I do want to talk about some of the things that are upcoming, especially related to the release of Howard the Duck on Wednesday and related to the Lilandra chase and more about her yellow stars and Xavier. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Now, let's start things off here with the Strike Pass. So we have the first iteration of the 7th anniversary Strike Pass. Now, I don't normally go and check through this. However, I want to see if there's anything new that's worth noting here, other than it looks like there's Mega Gold Orbs. This is new, right? I don't remember that being a thing. They're trying to sell Strike Passes have been really hard, in my opinion, for them to sell lately, especially that the XP is it's obsolete in my opinion. Like I'm 105, but honestly, I think a lot of people are probably in the back, almost 104 at this point. It's just even without pushing, it's an insane amount of XP they're just throwing our way. It's really not that big of a deal, and I would not spend for this. That being said, let's see more Mega Gold Orbs. So that's maybe one free to play. Yeah, it looks like there's at least one free to play. There's like a bunch of them at there. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, the Lilandra brooches, right? I forgot about that. So this is for the red stars for Lilandra. It looks like we're getting 5 free and 5 paid. This is quite important because it is on the web milestone. I do want to point that out. These are the free claims. Make sure you grab those. This is going to be for the event. We're going to take a look about the origin coins and all that shit. Farming from campaign energy. But I do want to show you guys the milestones. So the red stars for Lilandra is on the web. I don't think it's in game. It is also available for 40 days. So you can see here the mission of the Magistrix, 1 month and 10 days. I've never seen it actually posted as 1 month, but maybe that's 40 days. That's what I'm assuming. And so if you go inside of that, then you can see that the total, there's all the way up to actual diamonds for Lilandra and Groot and Rocket, but I think probably at this point that it's going to be 40. It's going to cap out at 40, maybe less. I mean, so we're getting 5, 10. So 5 free to play, 10 if you pay. There's going to be 4 passes. So free to play is only actually going to get 20. So a 5 red free to play, and then a 7 red if you buy all 4 passes. That's what it looks like, right? There's going to be 2 strike passes and 2 RTA passes from what I understand. So there you go. This might be, unless she ends up being a dark promotion credit character down the line, this may be the first time where a regular character might not have a 7 red available just right out of the gate. So definitely interesting call there that they've decided to do with regards to that. The second thing I want to take a look at, which I haven't done yet, is before we get to the showcase stuff, I just want to dive into one of the nodes here and see the origin coin conversion ratio is 8 to 1. I'm actually quite surprised about that. So 8 to 1, 30 to 240, right? That's 8 to 1. And that's a lot of origin coins. 960 for that. Oh wait. Yeah, that's 8 to 1. So why is that important? Because of the points required for the 7th I guess 7th celebration begins event. So it's not that one. No, sorry, the Howard the Duck one. The origin story. That's what I meant to say. My bad. So many events going on right now. So it's 7 days origin coins. So we can easily do this math very easily right now here. All right, and you might see some weird edit here because for some reason my camera stalled. And if you guys remember, for those of you from last time, my computer screwed up and it had that weird pitch sound. I saved us from that mistake. So let's do the math here again now. So 95,000 divided by 8. That's about 12,000 energy over 7 days, or about 1,700. It's still quite a lot. Like you're typically at 200 cores, you're getting around 1,100 energy. So that's not going to be easy to get. That would be, I think, in the realm of 600 cores daily if you wanted to cap this out. But if you did 1,100, right, 1,100 times 8 times 7 days, something like that, right? That's still a fair bit. 62,000. Where is that going to get you? You might be able to push a little bit more if you want to. You could probably, if you need the XP, or if that, I don't know if that's going to make a solid number here for an orb, but you could push for milestone 16. After that, you're going to be spending a lot of cores on your energy, so do keep that in mind. There, but if we don't, how many orbs is that going to be? You're going to get 7 red Howard, so that's good. One orb, 2 orbs. We get 3 orbs. Yeah, you might actually get 3 orbs actually. So from this, and they do have guaranteed. I'm going to save that for the moment. I'm not going to claim it right away. They do have guaranteed diamonds. And this is going to be a topic of another conversation. I don't want to really start that here in today's video, but they seem to be giving away these things really, really easily, right? Like, where's the Howard? The Howard orb. There's so many orbs in here. The Howard diamond orb, right? It's guaranteed to have at least a 1 diamond, and that's pretty shocking because this was kind of like the God, who literally just had the Mephisto diamond orb, right? I suppose like that they had guaranteed diamonds. They're giving this away more easily than they did before on newer characters too, and this is pretty shocking. So I have this strange suspicion that we're maybe not that far off from like 4 or 5 diamonds. Like, why are they giving this? Like, it's fine, right? But normally, if they're being generous, there's like an ulterior motive of some kind. And so part of me is thinking that, yeah, we might be on the horizon of more diamonds, which is why they're being so generous about giving this stuff away now. As far as what to spend your origin coins on, there's not a lot of option, right? I mean, there's no purple ion stuff that I can see. So realistically, you're probably just going to open more of these origin red gear orbs, which gives you more origin gear and some minis. And honestly, not a whole lot of them either. Like 6 is pretty weak compared to what we've had in like event stores and things like that. So it is what it is, I suppose. But there's really not much else better to use them on, I guess. And let's talk about the showcase, right? Because that's kind of important too. The Lilandra, actually, there's two. Right, there's the 7th anniversary one. There's also the Lilandra showcase. We got the Illuminati one that's still going for a couple of days. I hope to get my 7 yellow Captain Britain out of that. But you can see chapter 1 of the Starjammer showcase is here for Lilandra. And out of this, the rewards are just, it's typical stuff, right? What I do want to kind of point at is chapter 2. Now, this does require Lilandra to be unlocked, and we should have her unlocked by Wednesday if you've been following along all the daily raid milestones and all of that stuff to get her at 3 yellow there. What is interesting also is that there is no Mcron crystals in any of this. I will talk about that because with the Howard the Duck and the Havoc showcases, they are online actually, and they do have Mcron crystals, and that's pretty important to kind of gauge whether or not, and we're going to talk about this more on Wednesday with the Should You Core Howard the Duck video, but it's going to be important to know how much progress is having the yellow stars on Howard. Is that going to push you along to getting shards or Lilandra? Because you can get the Age of X Lilandra here, right? There's Mcron crystals in the Howard showcase at the 3 yellow when you have them unlocked at 3 yellows and above. And that is going to push you weeks ahead on Lilandra shards. Is that necessary though? I mean, right now, not yet. But I have this weird, strange suspicion. Why are they giving us a 7 yellow Lilandra? Right? They've never been that generous within a span of 50 days or whatever it ended up being, 60 days. And, there has to be a reason behind that, I think, as to why they want us to have a 7 yellow Lilandra. Because probably required for Xavier. I don't have any proof on that, but there it is there. The other thing that I wanted to check out was going to be the 7th anniversary showcase. I think you also have to do a blitz with Shield Medic to get points here. There's a couple of things here, right? We covered it in yesterday's yesterday's video. So I'm not going to really go over. Where is the 7th? Do I have to find it through the events? There's just so much crap on here. Okay, there's the showcase. Has it not started? There we go. 7 years, 1 legacy. That right. Okay, chapter 1. So that's there. If you can do heroic, I would just do heroic, and it back claims all that shit from all the other difficulties. So just jump into heroic, and you can see here that there is going to be 1 7th anniversary orb fragment, and I'm pretty sure it would cover everything else that you would have gained from the other difficulties. As you can see here, that's not very good. That's not very good. That's not very well. There's the orb fragments, but do you really need teal orb fragments? I don't know. Is there anything of real? There's like almost 700,000 gold. That's like almost nothing. Oh, I mean, I guess I don't need these orb fragments, but maybe some people would. The red orb fragments is pretty garbage. It's not even an armory orb. It's just regular red raid gear orbs. But I'll clear this. Make sure you just do this, and it's probably, honestly, it's mission provided. No, it's super easy characters. Probably if you can't do it, then well, make sure you go do hard mode difficulty anyways. And right, that's that. So you can see Howard the Duck is there. Now you can see online what the rewards you actually get out of that. And that's what I want to talk about here as well in this video before we jump into some data mines. So we've covered milestones, we've covered the store, we have the campaign. So here you can see on the web the Howard the Duck story chapter 2. Chapter 1, there's no point going over it. It's just the freebie stuff. But if you look at the node, so this is the 3 yellow node. Now you can see here, I'm going to go into full screen mode just because it'll be a bit easier to see on the left-hand side here, that you can see that there's Mcron crystal fragments. So that's 3,000 there at 3 yellow. So I'm going to keep a running tally a little bit. I know that not everyone is going to have up to a 7 yellow, but I do just want to run a tally on how many crystals are available. So on, this is 4 yellow for 3,500, so plus 3,500. And then 5 yellow, you can find the rewards down here for another 4,000. I think they just go up. There's 2 more, right? So I think they just go up by 500. Oh no, they jumps a little bit, 5,000. So this is 6 yellow Howard the Duck. Now I don't assume that people are going to be doing this, but I wanted to kind of total it up anyways. So that's, oh shit, 55,000. Did I fuck that up? I think I fucked it up. Should be 15.5 plus 6,000, like 21.5. So it should be like 21.5, right? 21.5. I'm just going to put that there. Why is that important? Because if we go back to the milestone for Lilandra in the Age of X, you can kind of take a look, at least for Howard, right? Or, even whatever it was, 11.5 for some of the other ones. You can see, for daily raids, you get 360 a day, right? In terms of like how much time is all of this worth for Howard the Duck. We'll cover this more on Wednesday in more detail, though, just to kind of give you guys a better idea of whether or not you want to spend or spend your power cores, dollars or power cores, I suppose. But you can see some of the gaps between, some of these milestones, right? Like even over here, like 90 shards for 9,000 points. So having a 5 yellow Howard, is going to push you up quite a lot of shards, but also shave off weeks of time. The Crucible one, which I believe just ended today, like the weekend Crucible, this is worth 2,500, I'm pretty sure, per week, right? So, and the daily raids are 360 a day. Now, I don't know if the weekend Crucible is running every single weekend until this ends. Possibly. 360, I don't know why I did that. Times 7, that's 2,500. So you're getting about 5,000 Mcron crystals roughly a week. And that means that if you're going up to like a 5 yellow Howard, you're going to shave off 2 weeks or so towards that 7 yellow Lilandra. Do you need to do this? No. But that might make a big difference whether or not, once they announce the details of Xavier, which I have to believe that there's some relevance to why we want these yellow stars with Lilandra, that might help you get into Xavier a little bit quicker. And when he's probably going to be arena meta, he's definitely arena meta. Those 2 weeks are probably going to make a pretty significant difference, or more, depending on what, because that's just Howard, right? So if you're coring also up towards a 5 yellow for Havoc as well, that's going to be another 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from Howard, 2 weeks from Havoc, right? That could be up to like a 4-week head start on getting Lilandra to 7 yellow. But, we don't know that for certain yet. So that's just speculation at this point by me. I got to assume it's something like that, though. Anyways, let's jump back here. We got a few other things to talk about here. Nope, not that page. So this is just kind of going off of what I just said. Lilandra will be a requirement to recruit Professor Xavier. It doesn't go further beyond that. It doesn't say you need 7 yellow Lilandra. But like I said, why are they giving it to us at 7 yellow? Why, if it was just a requirement at 3 yellow, they could have made it a standard event, in my opinion. Unless this was some sort of anniversary giveaway that they're being nice. But I always got to think that Scopely has some sort of ulterior motive as to why they're doing something. So there you go. That's why I think about that. And I do want to kind of end off here with the data mines. Nothing super exciting. However, we talked about next week's event. I think this is the 7th Voyage event where you're earning the Jean Grey costume. We may actually earn up to 100 Jean Grey shards. I'm pretty sure there's like 100 Spider Weaver shards. Not that we need it in this first week, because that's where her event is coming from. So there might be some more good Jean Grey shards if you need it. So that's next week. Is pretty simple. battle with city characters, and then the blitz with shield medic, of course. We have some information about the strike pass. I think this is probably right now, actually, in fact. Strike pass 81, it says, is also a Falcon strike pass. That's kind of weird. I thought they were doing two anniversary passes, but there you are. And then it looks like they're making new like beginner strike passes, I guess, as well. And then the following week, so not next week, but the week after, is Old Man Logan's event called Lucky Seven. And it's weird, in the text, it actually talks about Omega Sentinel shards. So I've kind of pointed this out here. And you get points through doing the daily objectives and battling with cosmic characters, I guess. It says cosmic team, but it's probably just cosmic characters. And then shield medic at 7 yellow again. And then that'll get you the Old Man Logan costume. These events have been pretty simple. They're not making it super difficult to do. So that's good, I guess. There's not as much to talk about on the event front. Just make sure that you're doing all of your normal stuff. Make sure you're claiming your daily objectives. You're doing that all clear daily objective as well. I think you're going to get some points for that. And then just do everything else that's in the game right now, right? I hope that there's some actual content coming to Marvel Strike Force. I'm going to beat this drum until I see something. I want a Dimensions. I want a Tower. Hell, I want both. Because honestly, there has been a huge, massive void, in my opinion, when it comes to content in Marvel Strike Force. I'll be honest, I'm getting kind of bored. Free stuff is nice, but what am I actually doing with it? My power cores keep stacking. My gold keeps stacking. Please give us some information about Xavier. Please give us some information about Gear Tier 20, something that I can, have coming up that I can think about, that I care about. So that's it for now, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.